All right, well, hey, everybody. Alex Werner back with one of our great partners here at the event. I'm with Samantha from Ideal Nutrition. Samantha, first off, welcome.
Thank you.
Is this your first time experiencing beach tennis?
Yes, it is. It actually is our entire company's first time being a part of an event this amazing.
Well, that's fantastic. We're glad you're here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Ideal Nutrition? Let the people know what you guys are all about.
So we're actually a meal prep service and lifestyle company that encourages people not only to eat fresh, healthy, and conveniently, but to also actually enact that in their lifestyle all around, just as you guys have kindly allowed us to partner and continue that lifestyle through beach tennis, pickleball, running, you name it, we support it.
Well, that's fantastic. So for the people here, or who maybe are local to the area, what can they see over there at your booth today? And is there anything special about this weekend that they can get involved with? Maybe subscription plans or whatever? Why don't you tell us what you got going on over there?
Of course, I say what better time than when you can actually try before you buy.
Attention, this is the last call for Colleen McLeod and Gretchen Marrero on court 10.
Thanks, babe. Thank you.
But I think why not try before you buy? Come on by our Ideal Nutrition booth. You can try our protein muffins. They have whey protein powder, so you pack protein with your carb. And then we have 2 storefronts local as well as delivery. Find us in downtown West Palm Beach or Palm Beach Gardens.
That's awesome. Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It would be idealnutritionnow.com. So don't forget now at the end of Ideal Nutrition.
All right. Well, Samantha, thank you so much for joining us. Ideal Nutrition is here throughout the weekend. And, you know, we all know that you eat well because you work with Ideal Nutrition. So then we're going to see how that gets put to the test. We're going to get you out on court and try your beach tennis skills. Does that sound like a plan?
It does now.
All right. See, you never know what you're going to get involved with when you step up to the microphone here, right? All right. Well, Samantha, thank you so much. And thank you again for being a part of the event. If you haven't checked them out yet, go see the folks over at Ideal Nutrition right here at the event site all weekend long.
Thank you.
All right. Good job.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you. At the Four Green Fields BT200 ITF event live here from Singer Island. Let's meet our players here for this men's round of 16 match. First up, hailing from Latvia, currently ranked number 25 in the world in the white top and pink shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Mr. Max Andersons. His playing partner, hailing from Italy, currently ranked number 10 in the world. That is the crazy horse himself, Mr. Tommaso Giovannini. Their opponents, from Brazil, the 17-year-old, currently ranked number 234 in the world, but he got himself a nice partner. Give it up for Mr. Batistuzo. And his playing partner. You couldn't have done any better there, Breno. From Italy, currently ranked number 1 in the world. He's already won 9 times this season on the ITF Beach Tennis Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Michele Cappelletti. Best 2 out of 3 set match here. Third set will go to super tie break. Winners move on to the quarterfinals, which will be played later today. This is going to be a good one, folks. Settle down, pull up a chair. If you're watching online and you're just tuning in, you tuned in at the right time. It's about to get on here on center court. The 2024 Four Green Fields ITF BT200 here live in Singer Island.
Slightly higher, Michele. It's okay. Slightly higher on the music, just not like crazy. That's good right there.
Serve is going to start off with Andersons and Giovannini. World number 1, Michele Cappelletti, getting a little tune-up here for Aruba. His partner, Andre Baron, is currently down in Aruba representing Brazil in the Pan American Games. And so he's found himself a student partner here at 17 years old. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be a fun one. Max Anderson serving it up here. We are first point, first set. Anderson's big serve up on the forehand side there by Breno. Breno now taking it over on the cross angle. Back now to Anderson's. Giovannini getting in on the action, but quick hands play by Breno keeps it in. Oh, and over the head of Cappelletti. Breno did his job. Cappelletti lets that one go, and it falls inside. 15-love. That's the service up. Answer back in there by Breno. That one's going to sail just long. 30-love. Serve is up. Friendly bounce off the net's going to sail just outside. 30-15. Serve up on the forehand side. Return back by Breno. Ooh, Cappelletti gets a paddle on it, but just too much power there. 40-15, opportunity to go up 1-0 here off the service hold. Serve up, answer back in there by Breno. That's going to sail long, and so Andersons and Giovannini strike first here early in this first set. They lead 1-0. You're watching men's round of 16 action here live from Singer Island, Florida. Max Andersons and Tommaso Giovannini, no strangers, as a partnership together. The last major tournament that they won as a team was back in 2023 last year. They won the BT 400 Copacabana tournament. Tommaso Giovannini, world rank number 10. This year alone, he has a major championship under his belt. He is the reigning European Championship winner. Did that with the Frenchman, or the Italian, Matty Spoto. This is Cappelletti serving it up for the first time now, world number 1. Here they're playing with his 17-year-old partner, Breno. Yes, and they get that first one. Nice coverage there by Cappelletti. Making Tommaso think about where he wants to go. 15-love. Serve is up. Answer back in there on the forehand side by Tommaso. Tommaso pushing Breno back, but that one's going to sail wide. So that's a quick 30-love here for world number 1 Cappelletti. And you're getting the preview, folks. Keep an eye on Breno Batistuzo, the 17-year-old from Brazil. Big serve up and out. Think about the experience this young man is getting playing with a world number 1, getting instruction under his tutelage. Watch for Breno to make a mark on the ITF Beach Tennis World Tour in the years to come. (30-15). Breno on a little soft backhander there, a little touch drop. Getting pushed to the backhand, yes, and Tommaso feathers a nice overhead, sneaks it just inside the baseline. 30 all. Serve in on the backhand side, return by Tommaso, saved back in there by Breno, going in for the kill. Max Anderson's showing us how it's done. As he pops that one home, cross court, overhead smash, and they have a break opportunity now at 30-40. Folks, if you're here live in Singer Island, you can hear my voice. You're out on the strand or the sidewalk walking by. You've never seen the sport of beach tennis. We got 3 of the top 25 players in the world on the men's side right now. Serve in on the backhand side, dish. That's a big serve by Cappelletti. All golden point. Serve is up, answer back in there by Anderson's, going up high, stretching over is Tommaso. Tommaso putting pressure there over on Breno. Breno answers. Cappelletti gets a paddle on it, and it's not going to fall. That's a 2 games to love lead now for Giovannini and Andersons as they get the early break here in this first set. Michele Cappelletti, world ranked #1 from Italy, in the white shirt, black shorts. Reigning world champion as well. Won the world championships in Italy earlier this year. With his partner Andre Baran. Already 9 victories on the ITF Beach Tennis World Tour in 2024 alone for Michele. For Giovannini and Andersons, they're talking it over right now, leading 2 games to love. This is Tommaso Giovannini serving it up. Serve up and in, answer back in there by Breno on the backhand side. There's Cappelletti keeping it over to Andersons, going cross angle, back to Andersons. Anderson puts pressure on it, but Cappelletti's there. Stretching over is Breno, and he goes for the overhead smash just a bit outside. 15 love. Tommaso serves it up, answer back in there by Breno. Breno now putting pressure on, friendly bounce off the net. Tommaso's there to dig it out of the sand. Going up high, Tommaso for the kill, friendly bounce off the net, but Cappelletti's able to answer with the quick hands. Oh, just outside. Breno had the right idea, going for the oceanside line, but just a bit wide. 30 love. Giovannini serves it up. Big serve over to Cappelletti. Cappelletti's return into the net. So that's another game point here for Andersons and Giovannini. Leading 40-love in this game, trying to go up and separate themselves by 3 games here in the first set. Serve up, backhand side return there. Yes, Breno sneaks one in. Beautiful touch return by Batistuzo. 40-15. Serve is up. Forehand side return there by Breno. Little cross angle by Cappelletti. Breno now going back over to Tommaso, who takes it up high, forces Breno back. Anderson's getting forced back this time, and he's able to keep it ball up in play, and then mishandles the smash on that side, and another point back for Cappelletti and Batistuzo. So they're hanging tough in this game, down 40, love 40. But Cappelletti and Breno have pulled back within at least 1 point here. Got a couple back there. Still game point at 40-30. Tommaso trying to close out this game on his serve right here. As the serve is up, Breno on the hand side return now, going back. Oh, he tried to challenge Tommaso back on the Oceanside line, but that one falls short. So Giovannini and Andersons continue to roll here early in the first set. They lead 3 games to love. You're watching men's round of 16 action live here from Singer Island, Florida. Alex Corner, the voice of beach tennis, bringing you the action here all weekend long. 3 of the top 25 players in the world, and the rankings are on the court right now, so stay tuned. We got more beach tennis action coming to you live here from Singer Island. Here we go back on center court with Breno serving it up at love 3. Serve in, answer back there by Tommaso. Oh, the 1-2 punch. Breno with the big serve down the middle, forces the high return of Tommaso, and Cappelletti reads it well and comes in for the smash. 15 love. Service up, a beautiful serve there by Breno. Excellent rotation. Forces Max to go down low in the sand. I think Max is even like, wow, wasn't expecting that one. 30 love.
I missed the change of seasons, I will say that. It's just green here all the time. Yeah, that's it. About a week and you're like, all right, I don't want to scrape my windshield.
Serve up, friendly bounce off the net, and that one goes the way of Breno and Cappelletti. So 40 love, chance to get on the board here for the first time in this match. Try to close that gap to 2 games. They can do it right here on Breno's serve. 40 love.
He's got some northeast roots, though.
Serve up, another friendly bounce off the net, and Cappelletti wisely lets that one go. They are on the board for the first time. Cappelletti and Breno close the gap to 2 games. It's a 3-1 lead here for Andersons and Giovannini. Good serving there by Breno Batistuzo, the 17-year-old from Brazil. Cappelletti playing this tournament with him as Cappelletti's regular partner down in Aruba, competing for Brazil in the Pan American Games. And what a cool thing to see the world #1 here give a youngster a chance to get some high-level experience. This is Max Anderson's now serving it up at 3 love. As the serve is up, Breno answers back, and there's a 1-2 punch of their own, Max and Tommaso. 1-2 punch, big serve, forcing the high return, and the partner comes in and finishes it off. Serve up in the net, forehand side return there by Breno. Breno now a little touch dropper there by Tommaso, digs it out though. Baxter's in for the kill. Breno hanging tough with these big guys. Cappelletti's there now getting in on the act of the backhand side flick. This one falls a bit short, but Breno hanging tough in there, keeping pace with the big dogs. It just makes you wonder what the future for this young man is going to be in the sport of beach tennis. $30 love. Serve is up. Cappelletti answers back on the forehand side return. Anderson's on the backhand side into the net. 30-15. Anderson's big serve up. Breno answers back in on the little chop block down the center. Tommaso trying to go back to Breno on his side. Little exchange between Breno and Tommaso. Now pushing him back, trying to exploit that forecourt. And there's Cappelletti saying, okay, let me get on the act now. And that one just wide. They're putting a lot of pressure on young Breno, but he's doing a great job of hanging tough. Ladies and gentlemen, the best training you will ever see right here. When you're 17 years old and you're playing with 3 of the top players on the planet. It can only bode well for building confidence and your skill. And I have a feeling we're going to see Breno up there in the top 25 within the next few years. Anderson's into the net, so that gives another point back for Breno and Cappelletti. 40-30. Serve up. Breno's there to answer. Tommaso moving over. Now taking up high, trying to force Breno back, and that's exactly what they do. So Tommaso, Giovannini, Max Andersons take a 4-1 lead here on center court. They are in control in this first set. You're watching men's round of 16 here in the BT 200 live from Singer Island, Florida. More to come.
Hi everybody, I'm Johnny Bennett. Bring your game and discover the Palm Beaches. It's the best.
All right, down a 1-4. Cappelletti serving it up. Serve up, bringing the heat. Max Anderson's there to answer. Breno taking it up high, rolling backhand by Tommaso. Tommaso now locking in on the windmill play, and it's into the net. 15 love. We've got the crowd here in Singer Island, I think, respects all of the players on the court for their greatness in the sport of beach tennis. But I think there's a little bit of an edge for folks wanting to root on the 17-year-old hanging tough with these big guys here. Second serve for Cappelletti. He hits a rocket down into the paddle of Anderson's 30 love. Cappelletti punishing Anderson's. Anderson gets it, and the net's working for him as well. 40 love. Game opportunity, trying to pull this first set within 2. It's the big serving Cappelletti, taking care of business here. Doing what he needs to do to try to hold serve. Here we go, 40 love. Huge serve down into the body of Giovannini, and they get one back. They pull within 2. It's now a 4-2 lead for Max Anderson's Tommaso Giovannini here on center court. Tommaso serves it up. Forehand return there by Breno. Breno now over to Cappelletti. He saw it and he answered. And it's just out. Tried to dig that one out for his partner there. Just sailing a bit long. 15 love. Serve in, forehand side return there by Breno. Breno now getting that push backwards, but his nice little play. Oh, over the head, yes, with the top spin roller, Michele Cappelletti. He read it well and just put the top spin forehand over the head of Anderson's.
Okay, nice. Well, very nice to have you here. Hope you're
15 all.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good time. Thank you.
At 15 all, serve is up. Breno answers back on the forehand side return. Little chopping. Oh, he goes in for the kill. Ball was just a little bit too low. 30-15. Service up on the backhand side return there by Cappelletti. Cappelletti, shallow dropper over to Anderson's. Getting pushed back is Breno, but Breno's there now. Cappelletti, oh, and Anderson's with authority puts that one home. Holding that center court position well, and Anderson's with the big forehand push. Takes us to 40-15. They are 1 point away from extending that lead to 3, and they'd be 1 game away from taking the first set. Giovannini and Anderson's looking strong here in this one. Let's see what Tommaso brings on the serve right now at 40-15. As the serve is up, forehand side return back by Breno. Breno now a shoulder dropper over to Tommaso. Tommaso now locking in from the back, and he almost goes down. Holds his balance, but that ball into the net, so that's another point back for Breno and Michele. Still game point at 40-30. So this could get very interesting right here if somehow Cappelletti and Batistuzo can they force it to a golden point? We'll see right now. This one going up high. Anderson's for the kill. No, save back in. Cappelletti's there. Breno pushing Tommaso back into the net. And it's 40-all, a golden point. And this has gotten interesting because it's game point, but it's also break point. And that means if Cappelletti and Breno can get this point now, it is a 1-point first set after 3-love start for Tommaso and Max. So this would be a huge momentum shift here if Cappelletti and Breno can somehow get this break right now as they'll change sides after this game. So here we go. Let's see what happens at 40-all. Golden point. Next point wins the game. Tommaso serving it up. Serve is there into the net, and he gave one away. Cappelletti and Breno have pulled within one. It's just a 1-game separation. Giovannini and Anderson's lead 4-3, but will they keep the lead? We shall see. We'll be back here in just a moment on Center Court live from Singer Island. This has turned into a good one here as Breno serving it up at 3-4. First set. Serve is up over to Tommaso, and another big serve there by Breno. The 17-year-old from Brazil with the opportunity of a lifetime to team up with world number 1, the Italian legend Michele Cappelletti. 15-love, and he is holding his own, folks. That is impressive. Doesn't seem intimidated at all by who he's playing against. Serve up. Big serve over to Tommaso. Tommaso getting stretched backwards. There's Breno on the shallow dropper. Answered back in there by Tommaso once again. Oh, and a friendly bounce for Giovannini. The crazy horse gets a friendly assist off the top net tape. That takes us to 15-all. Serve in on the backhand side, return there by Giovannini now. Max going in for the huge windmill put away. Little touch dropper by Tommaso. Tommaso back over to Cappelletti. Cappelletti answers. Breno getting pushed back. Whoa! Just out. But Breno, look at the motion and the technique. He's a little smaller in stature, so you've got to put that extra rip and spin with the wrist, and that's exactly what he did. Just a bit wide. 15-30. That's a serve is up. Big serve there. Anderson's, and then Cappelletti closes it home. A 1-2 punch. All set up by the big serve there of Breno as it was a nice dipper. Forces the high return. Cappelletti comes in for the smash. At 30-all, serve is up and in. There's a little touch dropper by Cappelletti. Breno getting stretched backwards. Answered back there by Tommaso. Tommaso now trying to push Breno back again, and Breno taking care of business on the overhead smash. 40-30, ladies and gentlemen, an opportunity to tie the first set at 4 games all. Serve is up. Friendly bounce. We are tied. 4 games all. They were down love 3 to start the set, but we are dead tied at 4 games apiece. We've got a good one here on center court as Breno, the 17-year-old from Brazil, ranked 234 in the world. He's paired up with the best player on the planet. And they have climbed back into this match against these formidable opponents of Tommaso Giovannini and Max Andersons. High drama here on center court. I want to welcome all of you tuning in from around the world on the I Do live streaming broadcast right now. We are dead tied at 4 all in the first set. Max Anderson serving it up. Serve is up. Breno answers back in on the forehand side return. Cappelletti down the middle. Cappelletti, a little touch play. Now pushing Breno back. Breno goes up high in the air. Max trying to lock in on it. Breno's there to answer. There's Cappelletti taking it up high to once again. Breno locking in. Has a chance. Lets it go. Love 15. Momentum starting to creep over on the side of Breno and Cappelletti. They were down in a hole early, but they have climbed their way back in. And this is a dead tied match. 4 games apiece here in the first set. As the service up and in, Cappelletti on the forehand side, return on the backhand side dish now. Breno going to go a little touch jolly. He's challenging Tommaso in the forecourt. There's Andersons. Yes, Max Andersons authoritatively puts it home on the forehand on the overhead smash. 15 all. Can't be any more even than this. 4 games apiece, 15 all in this 9th game of the first set. Andersons and Tommaso talking it over. Let's see what happens here as Anderson serving it up. Serve up, over to Breno on the forehand side. Yes, easy put away there for Tommaso Giovannini, and that's set up on the brilliant serve. Big dipping serve there by the Latvian Max Andersons. 25th ranked player in the world currently. Last big win for Tommaso and Max Andersons as a team, the 23 Copacabana BT 400. And a big serve there by Andersons. Takes us now to 40-15, game point. Looking to break the tie and go up 5 games to 4. But it is a very tight match right now as we are on serve in this first set. Service up, forehand side return. There's Cappelletti. No, that is out. And Tommaso Giovannini, Max Andersons take the lead at 5 games to 4. Here on center court, 5 games to 4. Giovannini and Andersons hold serve, and they have the lead for the moment. Serve players will change sides, and then Cappelletti and Breno up to serve next. Let's see what happens here. We got a good one, folks, in the first set. The BT 200 live from Singer Island.
Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny. Bring your game and discover the Palm Beaches. It's the best.
very inclusive environment, and having a place that makes not just LGBTQ plus athletes feel safe. A lot of women in sports initiatives here came here and feel safe in the same environment, but not West Palm Beach. Palm Beach County Sports Commission is probably one of the best partners we've ever seen, and having them here, inviting us, and then being able to host tournaments like this, out of this world.
For Giovannini and Anderson's, but the serve is going to go over to the world number one, and we're going to see if he can pull this first set even at 5 games apiece. So a lot to check out right now. So I encourage you to come on over and grab a seat. High drama here on court number 1 on center court. Cappelletti serving it up. Serve in, yes, and he starts off with a rocket. Big serve by Cappelletti, 15 love. Serve in on the right hand side there, dish by Anderson, gets it back, and then Cappelletti pushing pressure, and Tommaso mishandles it, 30 love.
Oh, nice.
Serve up. Anderson's on the forehand side return, and Cappelletti got a little aggressive with that one, 30-15. Trying to put it away in style with the roller, but that just sails outside, 30-15. Serve is up. Another rocket serve by the world number 1. Doing what he needs to do. He knows that it's vital that he holds his serve in this match. And he's showing why he's the top player in the world right now, Michele Cappelletti. Trying to tie this match up at 5-all right now. Serve is up. Another big serve, and Cappelletti pulls us even here in the first set. We are dead tied, ladies and gentlemen, at 5 games all. So if you're new to beach tennis, you got to win by 2, folks. If we are tied up at 6-all, we will go to a first set tiebreaker. Let's see what happens. Giovannini and Anderson serve coming up. Again, tied 5 games apiece. As the serve's up, forehand side return there by Breno. Breno now over to Tommaso. Tommaso locking in on the windmill. Cappelletti getting in on the action. Breno for down the middle off the smash. Oh, quick hands by Cappelletti. Keeps the ball back in play. A little shallow dropper. Oh, he tried to drop it over to Anderson's, but just fell short. What a point. 15 love. Tommaso in there. Yes, big serve down the middle. Cappelletti looking at his paddle like, you failed me on that one. $30 love. Service up, answered back by Breno. Easy 1-2 punch there for Andersons as he read the high return, came in and put it home. 40 love, opportunity to go up 6 games to 5 here in first set. Tommaso serves in on the backhand side return there by Andersons, and Tommaso's shot into the net, so Cappelletti and Batistuzo stay alive in this game. 40-15, still game point here for Tommaso and Andersons. Serve up. Forehand side return there by Breno. Breno going in for the kill. Here's, Cappelletti was poaching. He was looking for it. Cappelletti uses his height and keeps the ball in. Yes, and Cappelletti puts one down with the wrist. Quite handy when you can jump 12 feet up into the air to put that one down. Serve is up. Cappelletti's there to answer. Breno, keeping the ball in control. Cappelletti getting in on the act, forcing pressure from the middle. Oh, and that's a heads-up play by Tommaso Giovannini. He read Cappelletti's position. He forced to the open court. Cappelletti couldn't react in time, and they hold serve. Players will change sides. It's a 6-5 lead here in the first set. 6-5. And so, this will be interesting, as the pressure now mounts to the serve of Breno Batistuzo, the 17-year-old. He's going to be really tested here, but it'll be interesting to see how he responds. So far, he's done an amazing job of hanging tough with this most difficult opponents. So it'll come down to the serve of Breno when we come back, see if they can tie this first set up and force a first set tiebreaker. We got a good one on center, folks, on center court. Stick around, more to come. To tie this up at 6-all. Serve up and out, love 15. Quick recap of the set. Breno and Michele went down love 3 early in the first set. Then they started to chop their way back in. Ultimately tied it up at 4 games apiece. Now we find ourselves at 5 serving 6, and a nice serve there by Breno ties us up at 15-all. If they can hold serve here, we will go to a first set tiebreaker. And a service error, second service error, and then you might think he might be feeling a little bit of the pressure, but who knows? He's held strong so far, maybe just a little mishandle on the serve, 15-30. Serve is up, friendly bounce off the net. There's a 1-2, no, and that is long. Cappelletti was in position for the put away, but just punches it long, and so now check. So now it is set point here for Andersons and Giovannini on the break opportunity. Breno serves in on the backhand side return. Tommaso taking it up. Max is there, and that is out. So Cappelletti and Batistuzo stay alive here at least for another point. It's 30-40 break opportunity for Andersons and Giovannini to try to take the first set. As the serve is up, forehand return back. There's Brano. Brano keeping it on the action. Tommaso's there. Cappelletti keeps it back in play. And that one stails out. It all comes down to this point right now at 40 all. It is game point. It is also break point. If Cappelletti and Brano can pull this one off, we are tied and going to a first set tiebreaker. For Tommaso and Andersons, if they can pull it off, get this break of serve, they win the first set.
Check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check. Not working.
All right, here we go, folks. Not a good time for the live mic to go out, but we are back at the most important point at 40 all. Here we go. Will we go to a tiebreaker? We shall see. As the serve is up. Answer back in there by Tommaso. No, it's out! Cappelletti had a paddle on it, but that is game, and Max Anderson's Tommaso Giovannini.
Check, check, check. Tommaso.
Tommaso Giovannini and Max Andersons have taken the first set, 7-5. So we are going to be going to the second set here momentarily, and it has been high drama in this first. You thought at the beginning it was going to be all Anderson and Giovannini as they stormed off to that 3-0 lead, but then Cappelletti and Batistuzo came in, climbed their way back in, forced a 4-all tie, pulled within one at 6-5, and then you had a moment there where we thought we were going to tiebreaker. But Cappelletti's punch just sails a bit long, so let's see how they respond in the second set. One thing I can tell you is that Giovannini and Andersons, they're not letting up here. They're having to play all out. And when you have the number one player in the world on the other side of the net as you, yep, that's what happens. It's no easy road here for Giovannini and Andersons, having to give it all they got. But they do lead 1-0 here in this men's round of 16. More action coming up here live from Singer Island on center court. All right, we're back on the mic here live in Singer. We had a little bit of a tech issue there, but we have got a good match on center court. Max Anderson and Tommaso Giovannini have taken the first set, 7-5. Second set coming up here in just a moment on center court. Can the world number one, Michele Cappelletti, and 17-year-old Batistuzo climb back in and force this to a third set super tie break? We shall see as the second set just about to start here momentarily on center court.
Hey man, old school never fails.
Marco, I'll take the windscreen.
You make it work. You make it
Okay, so here we go, starting up the second set. Anderson serves it up. Coming in down there, Cappelletti on the forehand side dish. Breno taking it up high to the baseline and sneaks it in. Love 15. Serve up and out. Love 30. Dug out there by Breno on the serve. That's a nice 1-2 punch. Tommaso coming in and finishing off, taking care of business. 15-30. Serves up over Breno on the forehand side return there. Now taking it up high on the little top spin by Tommaso. Anderson's going cross angle back to Breno. Breno answering though. Breno down in the sand. He is just holding tough with these guys. And Cappelletti finishing strong. So the 17-year-old Brazilian Breno Batistuzo is holding tough here. He's getting a lot of looks, a lot of pressure on him, and yet he is just a brick wall with his defensive hands.
Where we at? Where we at?
40-15. Or 15-40. Michael.
At 15-40 coming in. Tommaso is there. Breno taking it to the back court. Nope. That's going to sail a little bit long. They had a point to give. Not a bad choice trying to push Tommaso to the back baseline, but that one just sails a bit long. It's now 30-40. Still break opportunity here for Cappelletti and Breno to get the early break, and then serve will go over to Michele Cappelletti, who's been serving just lights out throughout the match. So big break here if they can pull this off. As the serve is up, Breno just looking at just kind of a misconnect there for Breno on that return. It pops high and Tommaso's there to finish it off easily. So at 40 all, golden point here in this first game of the second set. Anderson serving it up. Still break point here for Cappelletti and Breno if they can pull this one off. Huge break for them to start this second set if they can get it. As the serve is up, friendly bounce off the net, and it lands in. An unfortunate break there. Goes the way of Tommaso and Anderson's at 40 all, golden points. So by a hair, Andersons and Giovannini strike first, hold serve. They lead 1-0 here in set number 2. So the second game, Cappelletti continues to bring the heat. He has been just pulverizing the ball on serve. And that's what he needs to do. He's got to make sure that he takes advantage of his opportunity to serve big and hold for his team. They're down love 1 in this match. Let's see if they can pull this off here. At 15 love, and Cappelletti just putting on a service clinic. Unbelievable. You think it looks big from the stands or from watching on the live stream? I can tell you, when you're down in the sand facing the other end of that, it is brutal. 30 loved as Cappelletti is just holding court here with his serve. As the serve is up, there's an answer back by Tommaso, taking it high, pushing Breno to the back corner, but that's going to sail long. So Cappelletti doing his job here as 40 love. Try to tie this second set up at 1 game apiece. Remember, they are down a set. They called close, but ultimately ended up losing their 5-7. Cappelletti serving. Anderson's on the forehand side return. Tommaso's there. This one's going to go back over to Breno. Breno with some pressure. Breno saving it back over the head of Cappelletti. There's Breno for the kill, and Cappelletti puts it home with authority. We are tied at 1 game all here in the second set. As we start this third game, Tommaso Giovannini serves it up and into the net. Love 15. Serve up at the forehand side dish there. Breno holding court. Yes, he's keeping it there, but then Tommaso says enough of this. Puts it home with authority. Like taking the fly swatter and swatting that annoying fly that it keeps missing you, and finally you just put it home. 15 all. Breno popping it home with authority. 15-30. Serve in on the forehand side return there by Breno. Taking up high, Anderson's going in for the kill. Oh, Max Anderson's with some brutalness right there on a overhead smash. Textbook. So much pace, nothing Breno could do with that one. 30 all. This match has been so close. It's really going to come down to the break of serve at the right time. Serve up into the net. Another service error there, uncharacteristic for Tommaso Giovannini. And that gives a break point over here to Breno and Cappelletti. See if they can capitalize off that service hold of Cappelletti and then get the break. Serve up. And that is out. So players are going to change sides. That was a big break there for Cappelletti and Batistuzo. So they lead 2-1 here in the second set with Breno serve coming up. So they have the momentum right now. Down a set, though, but we are early in the second with Cappelletti and Breno in the lead, 2 games.
Gerardo Barreto, cancha 4, cuadra 4.
So here's the scene back in action on center court live from Singer Island. It is Michele Cappelletti, Breno Batistuzo leading 2-1 with Breno serving it up here in the second set. They are down 1-0 though. Serve up at the forehand side dish there. Anderson's going cross angle back to Breno. Oh, Anderson's with the big time put away. Love 15. Serve up on the forehand side, return there by Tommaso. Little touch dropper there. Cappelletti taking it up high. Anderson's able to get to it. Tommaso down in the sand, but gets beat. 15 all. At 15 all, Tommaso on the return. Now getting pushed back. Tommaso's able to answer there. Pressure from Breno. Breno now, and then Cappelletti punches one back into Tommaso's paddle, and that one sails wide.
Thank you so much.
30-15. Serve up, back to Tommaso. Tommaso wisely let that one go. Max called him off of that. It was just barely out. 30 all. Good communication there between Max and Tommaso. We are in the second set. Cappelletti and Breno leading 2-1, and it's dead tied 30 all. In the game, the serve is up. Anderson's there, 1-2 punch. No, yes, and Tommaso feathers one back to the corner. It was good positioning there for Cappelletti on the 1-2 punch, but he just didn't put it down with enough force. Break point here for Giovannini and Andersons. Service up into the net. Oh, Tommaso mishandled that service return. That gives us a golden point, ladies and gentlemen, at 40 all. It's game point. It's also break point. Will it be a 2-game cushion for Cappelletti and Breno, or will we be tied at 2 all? As the serve is up on the backhand side, return there by Tommaso. A little chop dropper over to Breno. Breno answers back, pushing Tommaso back into the net. A little off balance is Tommaso, and it is now a 2-game cushion at 3-1 for Michele Cappelletti and Breno Batistuzo. The 17-year-old from Brazil is holding his own on the court and showing that he belongs here. They're down a set, but they've got the momentum in set number 2. Here we go. Let's see if Max and Tommaso can respond now at 1-3. Serve is up. Big time serve by Max Andersons. 15 love. Serve in on the backhand side, return there by Breno. Windmill put away, tap, save back in by Breno. Once again, down in the sand goes Andersons. Back up on his feet. There's Breno keeping the pressure on. Breno back over to Andersons, little touch dropper. He's going to answer the call there. There's Cappelletti off the net. Oh! What an exchange by both teams. 15 all. It's good here on center court, ladies and gentlemen. At 15 all, Anderson serving it up. As the service up, back Breno on a nice return, going cross angle, and it works the way of Cappelletti off the friendly bounce from the net tape, and it just dribbles over, nothing that Andersons could do. 15-30. What do you do when you take a 17-year-old kid from Brazil who's not ranked even in the top 200 and you put him with the best player on the planet? You get a good match. That's what you got. We got it right here as Anderson serving it up. 15-30. Serve in there. Breno keeps it back in play. There's Anderson's. Tommaso. Oh, and that's a quick hands by Tommaso Giovannini to keep that ball in, continue putting the pressure down. And that ties us up at 30 all in the game. Serve up, and it's a service ace by Andersons, 40-30. And this is a much-needed service hold. They don't want to go down any more than they are now. Already it's a 2-game cushion for Cappelletti and Batistuzo. Chance here to pull within 1. Let's see if they can close it out here on Anderson's serve at 40-30. Serve up. Oh, here we go. Easy put down for Giovannini, and that's exactly what they do. It's a 1-game second set here, ladies and gentlemen, as Michele, Cappelletti, and Breno Batistuzo lead 3-2. But that was a big service hold there by Giovannini and Andersons. We got a good one here, folks. Players will change sides, and we'll be right back here on Center Court Live from Singer Island, Florida. The four green fields BT 200, brought to you by I Do Beach Tennis.
Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny. Bring your game and discover the Palm Beaches. It's the best.
Very inclusive environment, and having a place that makes not just LGBTQ plus athletes feel safe. A lot of women in sports initiatives here can come here and feel safe in the same environment, but not West Palm Beach.
Want to welcome all of those tuning in from around the world on the live stream, courtesy of I Do Live Streaming. Alex Gordon, the voice of beach tennis, bringing you a really good one here on Center Court. Andersons and Giovannini leading 1-0, but they are down a game here in this second set with Cappelletti serving it up. And Cappelletti has been serving amazing. I think that's the first service error he's had all game, if I might be mistaken, but it's just been a service clinic for him so far. Love 15. Big serve return back, and that is an excellent return there by Andersons. Cappelletti charging in to get that third shot, but dumps it into the net. Love 30. So now let's see how the world number 1 responds in a small hole here, and he knows how much pressure's on him to hold his serve. So let's see at love 30. And another service error there as he went for a lot. He put a lot of juice on that one. So it's a break opportunity for Giovannini and Andersons to try to pull this second set even at 3 games all. Giovannini serves it in there. There's Breno. Friendly bounce off the net from his knees. Tommaso keeps it in, but that's going to sail long. So Cappelletti and Batistuzo stay alive at least for another point in this game. 15-40. Vito, I'm going to probably have to ask you score it from time to time because it's delayed over here. Yes! Breno. So down love 40. They've climbed back into this at 30-40. Let's see if Cappelletti can bring a couple additional big serves. Serve in there. Answered back in there by Andersons. Andersons is there. Quick hands by Giovannini. Keeps the ball in a friendly bounce. Fortunate for Tommaso and Max. Unfortunate for Breno and Michele. Either way, we are tied at 3 games all in the second set, ladies and gentlemen. It is a good one. And that's a huge break for Giovannini and Andersons to break Cappelletti's serve.
Go ahead. Oh. Huh? What course?
Oh. Julia Nagora, can you please report to the scores tent, please? Julia Nagora. As we're back here on center, tied up at 3-all. Breno, a little shallow dropper over to Tommaso. Anderson's getting in on the action now. Open court. Yep. Breno tried to cross over, but just not quick enough. Easy put down, 15-love. Service up on the right side, return there by Breno. There's Tommaso with the pressure. Yes, Tommaso Giovannini. So they give one back there on the service error, 30-15. Serve up on the forward side. Return there by Breno. Breno going in for the kill. Save back by Tommaso. Breno once again, and Tommaso answers. Look at this. Oh, a nice deflection there by Cappelletti. We're still playing on this point. Taking it up high. On the Andersons on the backhand side roller. Oh, getting pushed back. Cappelletti stretches and keeps it back in play. Ah, dug out there by Breno. Oh! Best point of the match so far. Maybe best point of the day is Tommaso Giovannini finally closes it out. 40-15. That point had a little bit of everything. What a play. And for Tommaso and Max, they have a chance to hold serve here and take that ever-important 4-3 lead. Let's see what happens as the beforehand return. Good back by Breno. Breno going in for the kill. Save back in there by Tommaso. Anderson's deflected by Cappelletti, but it sails too long. Andersons and Giovannini have stormed back to take control. Not only have they seized momentum, but they've seized the lead in set number 2. They lead 4-3. Here you are watching live men's round of 16 action on day number 2 in Singer Island.
Attention all Corte, Julia, Nogueira, and Sandra Simons, Douglas Linares, y Karen Moruro Felicio. Linares, Moruro Felicio, Manzani, Nogueira. Corte. Jorge, Micaela Maguire, Romani.
Serve now switches over to Batistuzo at 3-4 in the second set. Service up on the backhand side, return there by Tommaso. Tommaso now taking it up high is Cappelletti, locking into it as Tommaso once again back over to Breno, and that's an easy put away for Max Anderson's love 15. Serve up and out, a love 30. Service up. Tommaso on the forehand side. Return is going to sail out. 15-30. Serve up. Forehand side return there by Tommaso. Little touch play over to Breno. Breno now going back down, challenging Tommaso towards the stage sideline there, but that's going to sail wide. Break opportunity here for Andersons and Giovannini to extend their lead to 2 games here in the second set, and that would take him to 1 game away from advancing to the quarterfinal. As the serve is up, forehand side return is going to sail wide. 30-40. They were down in the early hole here in this set, but they've climbed all the way back, and now it's on the paddle of Max Anderson to try to serve it out for his team. Serve up, backhand side dish, falls into the net, 15-love. Serve up, and beautiful serve there by Andersons. 30-love. 2 points away from advancing to the quarterfinal. Serve up, answer back in there by Breno. Breno, oh, they'll try to go shallow dropper, but that one is just too short, and so, ladies and gentlemen, that takes us to 40 love. It is game point, it is set point, it is match point for Max and Tommaso. As the serve is up, Breno's there. Tommaso trying to finish it off, and not just yet as Tommaso puts one into the net. So Cappelletti and Batistuzo, they're alive for at least one more point here at 40-15. Still match point here for Andersons and Giovannini. As the serves up in on the backhand side by Cappelletti. Breno gets a paddle on it. Cappelletti crossing over. His players change sides. Breno's there to answer. And Max Andersons puts it home. Max Andersons, Tommaso Giovannini. 6-3 in the second set. It's a 7-5, 6-3 victory, and they will advance to the quarterfinal. For Cappelletti and for Breno Batistuzo, their tournament is over, but give them a hand. They fought hard. The 17-year-old Breno, look out for him on the World Tour. Potential future world champion, we shall see. He's certainly showing his goods there at 17 years old, and this is going to be an experience for him unlike any other. So be on the lookout for the Brazilian Breno Batistuzo in the future. But for right here and right now, Tommaso Giovannini, the Crazy Horse, and Max Andersons, they have advanced to today's quarterfinal, which will be taking place a little bit later on. That was a good one here on center. More action coming up on center court. If you're here live or you're in person in Singer or you're watching on the live stream, we've got more stuff coming up to you here in just a little while. Lots more beach tennis here on day number 2 of the 4 Green Fields ITF BT 200 event brought to you by I Do Beach Tennis. We'll be back in just a little while. Stay tuned.
Alex, man.
All right, guys. Thank
Sure
you.
we'll,
Absolutely.
See you again for
Thank
sure.
you.
Love to have you back.